Hey there, it's Whitney with messengerofspirit.com, and today we're going to be talking about what actions you need to take toward your life purpose. Okay, so sometimes we think we got to get the pen and the paper out, and I totally encourage you to do that. But I'm going to just tell you right up front, I'm not going to give you your specific action plan as it is to your life purpose, but I'm going to give you steps so that you can access it yourself. So the first thing that I think we really need to do is become aware of how we receive our intuitive guidance. So our intuitive guidance comes from our spirit guides and our higher self, and this is really our internal compass that we have. This is something we're all born with, and so if you feel like you haven't fully grasped what way you receive your intuitive messages, rest assured I'll help you find out. You can go ahead and take my quiz at messengerofspirit.com/quiz so you can determine more of your intuitive type. So that's really important to understand how your intuition comes through. That is your higher self and your spirit guides helping you toward your life purpose. Now, of course, your intuition gives you insight on other matters too, but if you really want to learn about the steps, you got to get connected to your intuition. So once you are, it's really important that you carve out time consistently in your day to really connect to your intuition and flex the muscle. So many times we just think intuition comes to us when it's needed, but actually we can call upon it at any time. And it's important that we make a priority for it in our day. And that's because most of our day is comprised of physical, tangible things that we have to focus on and take action on. Our intuition is intangible, and so we kind of ignore it. It's like it goes to the back burner, and it's important that we put it in the forefront of our focus. So carving out a time in your day to connect and flex those muscles. Now, as you are connected to your intuition, you want to make sure that you're clear in your mind as well. So if your mind is clear, that's your sacred time to say, no other thoughts can come in during these 5 minutes or whatever it is. This is my sacred time. But coming to a place that you can really effectively clear your mind is going to be key because we're all different energy types. And so it's important that you find a way that works for you and your intuitive type and the way your energy flows. So once you've identified your type, you have made it a consistent in your day, and you've cleared your mind, you can just simply ask, what next step do I need to take toward my life purpose? And just allow it to flow through. And so everyone's steps are going to look different. Sometimes you're going to get the step of just wait. And you're like, what? I don't want to wait. Like, I want action steps. Well, when we're manifesting and as we go through cycles, we have to ebb and flow. We have action and inaction. And sometimes that inaction is just rest. We just need to rest. We need to be joyful. We need to take care of ourselves. Maybe we need to sleep. So just honor that if that's what comes through. The next thing I want to share is when we are receiving those action steps, it's going to look different for everyone. Inside of Intuition Abundance Academy, I talk about the 7 different life purpose archetypes. So depending on what your archetype is, that will determine kind of what your next step is. But even learning the archetype and your purpose, we all have a different path. So let's say that your archetype for your life purpose is healing, like you're a healer. Well, your life path might be a doctor, maybe you're a nurse, maybe you're an acupuncturist, maybe you're a Reiki practitioner, a veterinarian, or maybe you're a crystal healer. There's so many different life paths. So depending on that scenario, your step could look really different. It might be put in the application to go back to school. It might be it's time to change your job. Or it could be, you need to just take a few days to rest. There's so many different ways. It could be look for this female whose first initial starts with a J, and you're like, what? That makes no sense. And so you're just being aware of this female first initial starts with J to kind of look out for. We have different networking connections that our spirit guides hook us up with as we go through our day, and we can meet people online or in person, and there's so many different connections. So pay attention to what those action steps are. So rest assured, if you feel like I don't know, then one, get acquainted with your intuitive type. You can take that quiz again. And if you still feel like you're connected to your intuition, but you're not really getting the steps, make sure that you're connected into your archetype. And then also, as you're moving forward, be okay that sometimes the message is to just be in the moment. Like sometimes we get frustrated because we're action takers, but sometimes the quickest way to get to the next action is to just be and let it flow in instead of trying to go to it. Because that, in effect, is really what intuition is, right? We can't go out to find the intuitive message. We sit here, we clear our mind, it comes to us. That's really what it's all about. All right, so I gave you the link to the quiz, but I'll link it up again right here. It's messengerspirit.com/quiz. And if you're like, what is my life purpose? Or what is the archetype? Or I want to align more to it. Because let me just tell you a quick story. I have different archetypes, and 10 years ago, I aligned to one of them, and then it was like, oh wait a minute, I have to pivot again. So maybe you already knew it, but you're ready to pivot or to align more fully. So I'd love to see you jump on the wait list for Intuition Abundance Academy. Inside, we help you clearly understand the messages coming from your spirit guides so that you can align to your life purpose and manifest abundance and remove all those blocks to get there. It's messengerspirit.com/wait list, and it opens in September. All right, I will see you soon.